Hi, I'm Zach. Behind the camera's Tim. We're here with our wives, Tracy and Justine. We want to welcome you to the table outside. All right, so today we're going to be cooking buttered poached monkfish and grilled chorizo over a bed of Parmesan and chili potatoes with a nice side of balsamic vinegar Parmesan and rocket salad. It is absolutely going to be delicious on this wonderful, wonderful summer day. Oh, man. So we're going to start off with the potatoes today. And what we're going to do is we're going to add to our mixing bowl the seasoning for the potatoes, 1.5 tablespoons of black pepper, 1 tablespoon of red chili flakes. We're going to go with 1 tablespoon of cooking salt, 1.5 tablespoons of dried oregano, and 1.5 tablespoons of dried garlic powder. So what we're going to do is we're just going to mix that. That's kind of what you want right there. I don't know if you can see.
Sun's not right. Let's get a better shot of that. That's
all right.
There we go.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to quarter our new baby potatoes.
No.
What do you call me?
That's Ben in the chair. Ben is our fun and banter throughout the videos. He'll be making regular guest appearances. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our new baby potatoes and we're going to quarter them up. Again, we always try to shop local, and again, just like last week, all of our produce was bought today from Calcott Hall Farm Shop.
Beer of choice?
Beer of choice. So today I am drinking Falcon Punch from Brentwood Brewery. This is a lovely IPA. If you're ever around Calcott Hall Farm Shop, Brentwood Brewery, they're in the same area. Give them a shout. They make really delicious beer. Falcon Punch. Get some. Do you think this is a tablespoon?
No, that's too much. That's way
Not based on what your tablespoon was.
That's 2.5 tablespoons.
Also, our best fans, and
So
actually the trick. Oh.
that's going in. We're now going to introduce you to the rest of the crew. We have Ben in the chair.
Hey!
The lovely Justine. This is Tim's bride.
Not Denise.
My bride, Tracy. And this is old Charlie boy. Welcome to the crew. Table outside. .com. So now that we have our seasoning mixed together and we have our potatoes cut, what we're going to do is we're going to take 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to dump it in over the potatoes. Then we're going to take our seasoning mix. We're going to dump that in as well. We're going to mix it all together so that way the potatoes get nice and coated. Once that's done, then what we're going to do is we're going to take the other 2 tablespoons of olive oil. We're going to put it into our hot pan, which is going on the grill right now. Once the potatoes are nice and cooked and almost to the point of being ready, we're going to toss in the 50 grams of Parmesan cheese and, mix it around a bit, coat it. It's going to step it up a bit. It's delicious.
In we go with the olive oil. Glory, hallelujah.
Give it a nice shake. We're just going to leave these sliced like this to go in the butter.
So how often do we want to be moving these?
Maybe every few minutes, just to make sure they're not sticking to the bottom. But if you have a nice and well-seasoned pan, which might be something we teach you guys how to do in a later video, they won't stick. But just to be sure, every few minutes, move them around.
You may be thinking, why are we doing so many potatoes? Because these are the best potatoes you've ever eaten, and we live in England, so potatoes are just a staple.
They are, and not only that, but it's one of the most versatile starches out there. It's something that really partakes, flavors really well, so it's easy to impart. I know last week we did the truffle, rosemary, and black garlic potatoes, and this week is potatoes again, but it's going to be a completely different flavor for a completely different dish, and that's one thing that I like about potatoes, is they're so versatile.
Do you know what umami even means, Ben?
Mate, I'm clueless. I have to look it up.
All right, so now we're coming to prepare our monkfish. You know what? It's an ugly fish, but dang, does it taste good. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna slice this up into thirds.
What's that going on?
Pepper. This is,
Just pepper?
yep, black pepper, salt and black pepper.
There we go.
Sometimes people over flavor their food, and I tend to be one of them.
But the opposite is worse.
That's true. The opposite is worse. But it's the same thing. It's like with salt, People sometimes are scared to use salt because if you use too much, you can't unsalt it. At the same time, if you don't use enough salt, it just sucks.
It's insulting.
There we go. Insulting.
Yeah.
The potatoes are getting, you know, they're almost there. We don't want them to overdo, so we're gonna kind of move them over because we still have nice ambient heat throughout the rest, so they're still gonna cook nicely. We're gonna then take our Dutch oven, place it inside with the butter. Sorry. Let's check on our butter now. See how we're doing? Oh, nice and brown. There we go. I think it's about time to add the monkfish loins. Ben.
The term fish loin refers to the lower back of a round fish, typically above the spine, and is used to cash in on the steaky cachet of the term loin by applying it to fish steak. So, all power to you, mate. We're learning. Please
There you
continue.
go. Have my own fact checkers on site.
Oh, mate.
Look at it.
That's lovely.
Ben's wine. Yum. So we're gonna set a timer for 3 minutes. All right, and then we're gonna turn those over. So we set our timer for 3 minutes on the cod loin, so it's gonna go ahead and put on our chorizo as well.
There's something about chorizo, I don't know what it is. It's just so delicious.
Yeah, and I like these little chorizo, this type of chorizo, because it looks like little nuggets, like little bites. It's not a full-on.
You're so right, they're actually so nice to eat. They're so small, they cook really nicely.
They do. Just flipping our chorizo so it doesn't burn. Oh, there's our timer for the fish. So I'm gonna put my glove on because it's really hot. I'm gonna finish.
Look at it. How long are we looking for fish to take in here?
This was on for 3 minutes, so we're gonna put it on for maybe another 2 minutes. So we don't want to overcook the fish. Then it becomes too flaky and disintegrates.
Monkfish is a beautiful fish to cook though, because we find it's quite a firm fleshed.
Yeah, and actually this fish you could actually put straight onto the grill
Yeah.
as well.
Lovely. Nice and charred.
And once I get this done, I'm gonna then put the Parmesan onto the potatoes.
What does Ben say?
Look at those 16 sausages.
The Parmesan is going on the potatoes. Doing this actually really helps my mental health. I'm a therapist. You know, I work a full-time job. Tim works a full-time job. We all work full-time jobs. And oftentimes we don't see the results we want to see. It's nice to have something that we can do. You know, we have a beginning, a middle, and an end to. So I get a lot of closure through this. This is our rockin' parm salad. So we're gonna take 100 grams of rocket, put it into the bowl, fluff it up a bit. Then we're gonna take our wonderful Parmesan that was sourced from Calcutt Hall Farm Shop as well as the rocket. And we're just gonna slice it up, all right? So if you have a box grater, use the slicing function. I'm gonna slice about half of this up. Slice, 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 slice. So that's what we're looking for there. It's just the slivers of Parmesan. All right, so what we're gonna do before we put our Parmesan in, we're gonna take our balsamic vinegar and honey, and we're just gonna pour it in liberally. Not too much, but not too little. Toss the salad. All right, so you see it's not too much, but it's not too little. Just enough to coat the leaves, right? Then what we're gonna do is we're going to take our Parmesan, sprinkle it over. You know, Tim, I think maybe get a little bit of red pepper flake.
I think so.
Add to this. Justine, would you mind go get me the red pepper flakes? Oftentimes when I'm cooking, just something will come. It's like, hey, you know what? This will just kind of take it to the next level. Not that this wouldn't be a great salad just like this. So just tossing it about. Thank you very much, Justine. Okay, so not much, just enough to liven it up a bit. All right, and there you have it. A rockin' parm salad. So just taking it off. All right, so here it is, guys. We have our butter poached monkfish on a bed of Parmesan and chili potatoes with our rockin' parm salad, a little bit of burnt lemon and chorizo. Enjoy.
Glory.
Oh man. That's what's up.
From us at the table outside,
We thank you.
we'll see you next time.
See you next time.